Hello everybody, and what's up? Welcome back to more Misadventures with Miles Edgeworth! We are currently on the second case. Well, we just started it, and we found our, client, from the previous case, seems to have, died, in prison. Somehow. Whoops! Oh, I didn't mean to start that. Oops. Well, okay. Horace Knightley has been brutally murdered, and we don't know what happened, and we're not sure why he's in the prison and not in the detention area, so, yeah, that's pretty much all that's happened. So, anyway, I accidentally started this, so I guess I'll get rolling with this.
Yeah, what's up? So this is what a prison is like. It's been very educational.
I thought that was the movement key, honestly, the A1. You're more enthusiastic than I am at gathering information.
Mr. Edgeworth, you need to work harder at gathering information. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble when the time comes.
I don't think the time you're talking about will ever come. But I do need to gather more information in order to complete my logic and catch the killer.
The killer?
Oh, okay, I guess there's only one thing. I will present my badge this time.
That's a really cool badge. It depicts a blazing sun on top of the winter frost, right?
Yes, it symbolizes the severity of the criminal justice system.
My badge has symbols too. It symbolizes love and justice and peace and courage and honor and kindness.
It means a lot of things. What happened to truth? I think that's all we can do for now. Back. Alright, where is the walking? This is not walking. How do I walk? That is the organization thing. How do I walk again? Oh my god, I forgot how to walk. Is the keys? No? These keys? Oh, it was the arrow keys. No, stop! Oh my god! This is gonna become Let's Talk to Kay all the time, every time. I just want to talk to Gumshoe. Thank you. Yes, sir! He was arrested on the afternoon of the 25th and was killed on the morning of the 27th. I never expected the criminal to become the victim, sir. Yes, it doesn't leave a good taste in your mouth. Maybe the killer killed Knightley? He couldn't let anyone who had seen his true identity live. Or something like that. Well, if that's the case, then... Are you talking about Shelley the killer? If he was the killer, then he would have left his calling card behind. Besides, didn't we also see his true identity as well? That's right. And we're still alive, sir. Still, to commit murder in such a place is not an easy task. How did the criminal murder Knightley? The prison? It's nice that the prison and the detention center are connected, sir. As they both get to share the visitor's room, it's actually quite convenient. Well, it is an unusual design, but it is convenient for the visitors. Why do the detention center and the prison need to be separated in the first place, sir? The suspects go in the detention center, while the convicts go in the prison. They might seem similar, but they are actually two completely different facilities. Those cramped, dark, and uncomfortable cells all seem the same to me, sir. Gummy, if you're still having trouble understanding the differences, why don't you step inside one? I think I'll pass, sir. Gummy, please. Let's present my badge! Such a tiny object. I'm surprised you didn't lose it. It is an identification badge for all prosecutors, after all. I see. It must be tough. If it were me, I'd definitely lose it, sir. I'm always losing my police badge. You sound too happy about that. Having such a talent for losing things must be tough. It's Edgeworth! That's mean. Alright, walking time. Let's talk to this guard. I don't think this guard can do anything. Is there anything out of place? Yes, sir! If I had to say... What is it? There's a dead body over there!
Yep, that's definitely out of place.
Wow. If you notice anything else out of place, please be sure to tell me. That was bad. Alright, let's examine stuff. Let's look at this thing.
We won't rest until we've stolen every suspicious looking nook and cranny.
Oh, okay. Indeed. This is quite a large area to investigate. Press the Y button to switch screens. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Thank you, Kay, for making that remark. Okay, what do I'm gonna go look at the orange sheets first. Eek. That's a whip, isn't it? That looks like a whip. Those are some colorful sheets.
They're the most eye-catching thing in this room.
They don't fit in with the prison.
There's a whip placed on top of the sheets. It reminds me of the whip lady. Maybe she left her whip here?
I doubt she'd ever leave her whip behind. Or ever leave it at all. That would be highly disturbing. Alright, I think that's all we really need to check, so let's check the body. Oh, Knightley. Horace Knightley, murdered right before his trial. Let me take a closer look. Oh, poor Horace. Alright, let's look at the chessboard that's just sitting over here. I think that's a chessboard. Looks like a chessboard.
Huh? What's this?
Mr. Edgeworth has something similar in his office. Excuse me. It's a portable chessboard. It was probably the victim's.
Mr. Knightley enjoyed chess, right?
He was probably using it to pass time in the detention center. Poor Knightley. Executed before he was proven guilty. Hello, there's a pink thingy here. What is this? This is a rubber glove.
Yes, there's no mistake. It's a rubber glove. How come there's only one?
Let me take a closer look. Right. Okay, how did that... let's flip this around. Oh. That doesn't look right. Let's examine this red part here. The fingers of the glove are covered in blood. This glove was dropped after the pool of blood formed. Excuse me, I'm having a hard time talking. Also, let me split the screen so you guys see this better. There we go.
Why is that?
If it was on the floor before the pool of blood had formed, the blood would have formed an outline around the glove.
I see. The blood would have only gotten on the edges of the glove.
That's strange. This glove was discarded after it was covered in blood.
That must mean the killer left it behind.
Indeed, it's highly probable. At the very least, the person who dropped this saw the body. Excuse me. You there. What is it, sir? Do you recognize this glove? Yes, sir. The inmates use these for prison labor. That's odd. Rubber gloves are usually kept in the inmates' rooms. They are strictly regulated, so you can't just take them out. Indeed, there are no signs of any other rubber gloves in the room. Why just one? Also, I wanted to check what that label was, but Alright, let's check. Oop. No! Oh, did I hit it? Okay, I guess I did. I don't know where my cursor was. God, this controls, man.
There's a rope on top of the sheet.
Was Knightley tied up with this rope? Let's take a look under the sheet. We might be able to find something. I wanted to hit the orange sheet, so that works. Oh, wow, more blood.
Yikes, this sheet is bright red.
These appear to be bloodstains. Okay, why are there bloodstains there?
We still might be able to find something. Let's search this area a little more closely.
Alright, we shall do that. I will change the screen too, so you guys can see this better. There we go. Cursor. Okay. Let's examine... oops. What is this in your hand, buddy? I see something in your hand. There's something on his finger.
Let's take a closer look. Oh, it looks like an expensive ring.
Don't steal it.
What? I didn't do anything yet.
You were thinking it. Alright, let's check the body itself.
The blood from his neck has stained his brace bright red?
The cause of death was most likely from his neck wound. He probably died instantly. He couldn't even cry out in pain. There are small bumps on his head. Are these bruises? Maybe after he was stabbed in the neck, he fell back and hit his head? I wonder. At this point in time, there are too many unknowns. Kay, do you have your digital camera with you? I'd like the detective to take a photo of the body. Would you let him borrow it?
Sure thing! Here, Gummy!
Thanks, pal! Alright, I'm taking the picture, sir. Still, he's wearing some awfully dirty clothes. There appears to be dirt stains in several places. Interesting. Where'd all that dirt come from? He's wearing those clothes even though they're dirty. It's just like me, sir. Detective, I hope you realize that not everyone shares your lack of hygiene. Gumshoe, please. Alright, what else are we gonna do? I think I examined... Did I examine this already? I did examine, okay. I think that's really all I can really examine, so let's check out the logic. Alright, go to sheet, stack sheets. Well, that's kinda obvious. The sheets stacked here have a very distinctive pattern.
It's the same as the bloodstain sheet!
That's right. Okay, don't steal my lines like that. Edgeworth, please.
Mr. Edgeworth, you shouldn't get caught off guard like that. I'll never lose my edge as the great thief.
I thought she was on hiatus. Well, I guess not. Well, we've collected quite a bit of evidence.
With the three of us here, it's a piece of cake, right, Gummy?
That's right, pal! We're the Invisible Trio! It's too early to start celebrating. There is still something we haven't found yet. Eh? What haven't we found yet, sir? What is missing from this crime scene? The murder weapon? The murder weapon that took the victim's life has not been found yet. Now that you mention it, you're absolutely right, sir! Detective, get your act together. Isn't that the most basic of the basics? I'm sorry, sir.
Don't worry about it, Gummy. I didn't notice it either.
Wow, you two are great. That's not much of a consolation. In this prison, dangerous objects that could be used as weapons are strictly regulated. It'd be quite dangerous if the inmates got their hands on them. Obtaining a murder weapon and carrying it around is not an easy task.
I see. You have a point.
What was the murder weapon? And where did it go? That could be the key to solving this case. Huh? There are visitors here already? Oh yeah, this guy! I don't know what his name is in this one, but he's awesome! Sorry to barge in like this. Is this the crime scene? Huh? Aren't you... That piercing gaze, that furrowed brow. It has been a long time. Mr. Shields. Shields? Okay. Okay, his first name is Ray. Okay, they already put it in there. Yes, that frilly thing around your neck and that stiff greeting. There's no doubt about it. Prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Not fancy meeting you here.
What?
Hold it. Oh, oops. Hold it! What are you saying, pal? Mr. Edgeworth's not that old, man. Detective, it's fine. Oh, it's you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I thought you looked a bit young. You two are so similar. Looks like your Uncle Ray got you two mixed up again. You never change. How many years has it been since we last saw each other? I've already forgotten. Your Uncle Ray has been overseas these past few years. But you know, there's something I still haven't forgotten. About you and your betrayal. Oh.
I'm getting some bad vibes over here. Do you know this guy, Mr. Edgeworth?
Allow me to introduce him to you. Raymond Shields. Raymond Shields. Huh. Alright, attorney at law. Look at his poofy hair. Ace Attorney Ray Shields, at your service. I am pleased to make your acquaintance. Gotta figure out a voice for him now. I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir.
K for a day. Nice to meet ya. I'm a great thief.
Oh.
But I'm currently on hiatus.
Great thief. Well, that sounds romantic. How wonderful.
Oh, Mr. Shields, you get it, right? I'm currently recruiting new members. The registration forms are easy to fill out.
That's splendid. Uncle Ray would love to join your little gang.
I'm sorry, but we're only accepting bright, cheerful, and energetic girls.
So, Maya and Athena, right? I see. Oh, that's too bad. Well, how about a hug then? As a sign of affection.
No.
I guess not. This isn't Europe, after all. Ray, please! Mr. Shields, what are you doing here? Oops, that's right. Sorry. Preventing the attorney from investigating the crime scene is the Varn Karma way, isn't it? Wow! There's some salt in that wound! Hold it! Hey! You've been going on about Varn Karma this, and Varn Karma this, and Varn Karma that. What's your problem, pal? Hold it! Detective, restrain yourself. This can't be helped. Mr. Shields, are you the defense attorney for Horace Knightley? That's right. Or should I say, I was his defense attorney. Mr. Shields is the defense attorney. If Knightley had not been murdered, I would have been going up against him in court. I should listen to what he has to say. Let's do that. Walking. This is walking. Okay, let's talk. I love his theme. First, we're gonna present the badge, because that's what we do. Huh? Are you giving this to me? I'm thrilled. A prosecutor's badge might make me more popular than my attorney's badge. Thanks for the present. No, I've never said a word about giving it to you. That was just a joke. Uncle Ray has his own badge. Your attorney's badge. You don't wear it on your clothes? In the winter I wear it on my favorite coat. Your Uncle Ray only wears it on his victory clothes. What kind of victory is he talking about? I love Ray. Ray's great. Oops, no, I want to talk. Since you've received the request to represent the victim, that must mean... Yes, your Uncle Ray was supposed to meet with Knightley Boy. Knightley Boy? As was I. I had planned to meet with him, but then we heard the report of the dead body. I even brought him a California roll. Mr. Shields, you can't bring food into the detention center. Ah, is that right? Well then, would you like it? No thanks. Still, to think that Prosecutor Edgeworth actually meets with the defendants. All defendants are guilty. Wasn't that the Varn Karma way? That is a thing of the past. Is that right? So, you sure you don't want it? I told you, I don't want it. But it's a California roll! It's sushi! Who says no to sushi? Well, unless you hate seafood. Did you meet with Knightley? Well, we met yesterday. They called me over as soon as Knightley Boy was arrested. He was being quite hostile. Oh yeah, he mentioned you. He talked about how you interfered with his plans. He probably said some nasty things about me. Even if he hates me, I'm fine with it. Man, the two of us had a great time talking about you. Mr. Shields, you also talked about me. I frequent the visitors room here quite often. It's been a while since I had such a good time.
So you're a regular at this prison?
Hey now, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not here as an inmate. I'm here to visit an old acquaintance of mine. We usually meet in the visitors room, but I've also been in here before. Then I should ask him about this room. This room was where the body was found. Do you know anything about it? Ah, this room, eh? Here's a pop quiz for our prodigy prosecutor. Which of these three is the name of this room? The entertainment room? I don't know. The entertainment room. I don't even know. Let's just pick the entertainment room because that sounds sketchy, right? The entertainment room. Oops. Wow. Prosecutor Edgeworth sees this place as an entertainment room. And why not? There are plenty of toys here. I'm kind of glad I picked this now. Well, let's reveal the correct answer. Prosecutor Edgeworth's answer is wrong. The correct answer is the workroom. Hey, you didn't even give me that option! All three choices were wrong. I hate it when he does that. I told you guys, Ray is wonderful, man. The inmates carry out various kinds of prison labor here. It also serves as a rehab program, allowing them to receive job training in prison. So, how do they monitor this room? Who is in charge of the keys to the entrance? Prosecutor Edgeworth. Even your Uncle Ray doesn't have all the answers. Hey, you there. Could you tell us? Yes, sir. This room doesn't have any locks and keys. Instead of locks, the doors are equipped with sensors. What do you mean by that? All of the prison inmates are wearing electronic bracelets. When a bracelet passes through the door, it activates the sensor and... wee-oo, 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 an alarm will sound. After a certain amount of time has passed, the bracelet will emit a painful shock. If the bracelets are tampered with, it will emit an electric shock 3 times more powerful. Dead Man Wonderland?
That's terrifying!
It's to ensure that the inmates follow the rules, although it seems a bit harsh. That's why whenever an inmate goes through a door, a guard has to accompany them to deactivate the sensors first. And that's that. Did any of the inmates use this workroom today? In the past few days, no one has used the room. I'm sure of it. Well, that's odd. Of course it wouldn't be anyone in here. So not one inmate has entered this room today. If that's the case, it raises a contradiction with the crime scene. There is something in this crime scene that should not exist. I will use my powers of deduction and inspect the crime scene again. Okay, back. Let's go and look at the body again because, well, there's an electric sensor, and if we... Oops, did I examine the right thing? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious nook and cranny. Right. So, we happen to have a rubber glove here. So let's check this and deduce. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? The store sensors? Eureka! The inmates cannot freely enter this room, as they are wearing bracelets that set off the sensors. According to the guard, it seems that no inmate were scheduled to enter this room today. Ah, God, the text is going so slow. However, a rubber glove used by the inmates was left in here. That is a direct contradiction. Then, who left this rubber glove in here, sir? I don't know yet. However, it seems that this rubber glove is connected to our case. Investigation complete! Ooh, the investigation just kind of rolled off a little awkwardly there. God, aside from the inmates and prison guard, does anyone else have access to this room? Well, this is a prison facility after all. Only inmates and guards come here. Yeah, background noises, sorry. Hold it. Mr. Shields? What are you saying? There are others that come in here. Aside from inmates and prison guards, there are certain things that can enter this room. Are you talking about them? But they still count? Whoever they are. Mr. Shields, what are these things that you speak of? It should be obvious. You came all the way here without seeing one, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Usually you find them walking around the prison facility. Well, you'll see once you leave this room, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Hey! You're just saying that to get Mr. Edgeworth to leave, pal! What now? Don't you trust me? Mr. Detective, you have a big body, but a small mind. What did you say, pal? Ouch. Hold it! Detective Gumshoe. Ugh, sorry, sir. Come on, follow me. I'll show you what Uncle Ray has been talking about. Still can't find a voice for him. Slow text is slow. This place is a little different from your normal prison. Is that a pony and a monkey? There are more than just prisoners and guards living here. Animals. Yep, animals. According to the guard, they introduced animals therapy here several years ago. Each prisoner is assigned one animal. In other words, they receive a pet partner.
Huh, that seems kind of fun.
Plus, learning to take care of their pet is a great qualification to have.
So you mean that workroom?
Yep, that's where the prisoners practice taking care of their pets. So then, the thing you mentioned that could enter the crime scene is... Right, these animals. Hold it! But that doesn't make any sense, pal! Why would an animal leave behind a rubber glove? Really? Quite right. But the fact remains that they could have entered the crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth, can you please talk some sense into this man? Mr. Shields, are the animals allowed to go whenever they please? Most of the doors in the prison are fitted with sensors. The sensors not only sound an alarm in response to the prisoner's bracelets, they also respond to the animal's microchip and open the doors for them.
Microchip?
It's like a tiny machine embedded under the animal's skin. All it takes is a simple injection, and the microchip is inserted.
Wow, that sounds painful.
Oh, I heard it's not that painful, but anyway. Since the animals aren't criminals, they are allowed to move around freely. How ironic. The ones with the most freedom in this prison are the animals. That's kind of cool and also bad. But still, they don't go out of the prison. They can't go out of the prison. The prison's entrance does not have a sensor. Oh? What's that? Is that a bell? What's that? Wow, this dog. What's this? This dog. It has a bell on its collar. Was this the sound that we heard earlier? Well, we know this dog doesn't like Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth, why are you glaring at each other?
I mustn't lose. Oh my god, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, you're not good with dogs, are you, sir? I'll tame that dog myself. Here, boy. Here, boy. Dog's like, F you, man. It completely ignored me, sir. Compared to the other animals, there's something different about this one. I'm sensing a great hostility towards me only. Well, now that I've introduced you to the animals, what's next on the agenda? Of course we question those related to the case, pal. Yes, we should gather information about the state of things when the body was discovered. We'll start with you in that cell. Tell us what you know. Let's just pick a random inmate. He's completely ignoring me, sir. You there. Do you know anything about the incident?
He's scary.
Don't be so cold. Come on, you can talk to us. Or how about an introductory hug? No, it's time. What's that? Sorry, was Uncle Ray's joke a little too much? Yo, it's Little What? That a panda? Exercise time. This man is clearly odd. I need to get some answers from him. Your name is... Me? I'm prisoner number D259. J. Eobird. Elbird? Eobird? Gotta raise my metabolism. I can't let my muscles rest. Muscles aside, it looks like you've lost a lot of weight. Half of the match is won even before it has begun. Yeah, gotta make the weight limit. Are you entering some kind of tournament? Perhaps as a boxer? Yeah, I'm a former boxer. But exercising is a hobby. It's just a hobby of mine.
Well then, it sure looks like it's the bear's no hobby too. He's hanging on like an apron. So cute.
This is Rocky, the polar bear. Why do you have a polar bear? Oh my god. Okay, I know you can have pets, but a polar bear? Jeez, I don't think he would like the temperatures in a prison. This is Rocky the polar bear. He's my partner. He's loosened his tongue. Maybe we can try asking him now. Where were you and Rocky at the time of the incident? I don't know anything. I got nothing to say to you. That's for me to decide. Now, answer the question. Didn't I just tell you? I know nothing. He has no intention of talking.
In that case, you've got no choice but to use that.
Yes, if he insists he has nothing to do with this, we'll just have to prove there's a connection. Mr. Elbert, by all means, you will tell us what you know. I think after this I have to stop the recording, so... What are we doing? Are we... testimony? Oh, okay, logic chess. Alright. Now, let's analyze this situation. A fighting stance. It seems that he has become agitated. In these circumstances, a direct confrontation would be pointless. When my opponent becomes agitated, I should calmly wait and see. When I see an opening, I will not hold back. Now, let's question him about his knowledge of the incident. To start with, I'll ask about his movements today. I'll have to tire him out before the sound of the bell. Sound of the bell? Okay. Logic chess begin! Okay, what did you do today? Can you tell me what you have done today? Answer me. You want to fight with me? Get into your fighting stance. I'll show you my straight right. What? I don't think Edgeworth knows how to actually fight. What? Are you throwing in the towel already? This is not a fist fight. Welcome to the war that is chess. And by the way, hasn't all that moving around tired you out? Don't underestimate my stamina. You want to test me? With that body of yours? Fine, I'll be your opponent. No! Wait and see. I ain't tired at all. Well, first off, I held back in my training today. I just stayed quietly in my cell. Quietly? And then what's with all that sweat? Buzz off. That's all I've got to say. I'm getting a little tired. A little tired? Didn't you stay quietly in your cell? You're a well-trained boxer. However, you need more practice in the art of lying. Getting a little tired. That's not possible. You said that you stayed quietly in your cell just a moment ago. Rocky, looks like this is going to be a tough opponent. Shit, he going Rock Lee? This man, it looks like he's still hiding something. Next, I'll ask him about the time of the incident. I do not need to use fist. My words alone are enough for a KO. Which one? Okay, what were you doing at the time of the incident? Do you recall what you were doing at the time of the incident? Sleeping. Rocky was too. The incident happened just a few moments ago. You look wide awake to me. Let's wait and see. Muscles strengthen while they're resting. Sleep is important. Well then, I'm sorry to have woken you. Rest is a part of training, right? Oh? So you get it after all. Not bad, Mr. Prosecutor. How did you know that? Oh? I don't recall ever introducing myself as a prosecutor. How did you know? That's the conversation we had when we first entered this room. Were you by any chance eavesdropping on us? In that case, there's no way you could have been asleep. You lied to us. You got me there. You pack a nice punch. Yeah, I lied about sleeping. So what? I was just exercising in this room. You got a problem with that? Well, I now know he was awake. I should remember this clue. Did you notice anything? When the incident occurred, did you notice anything unusual about the prison? Huh? Answer the question. Answer the question. What was the situation like at the time of the incident? Sorry, but I got no answers for you. I was asleep then. Rocky was too. Let's try using that clue. Weren't you exercising? Stop telling such an obvious lie. Didn't you admit it earlier? You were exercising. Looks like I just ate a counter. Your back's against the ropes, and there's no way out. Just confess already. Hey, quiet down a bit. It's outsiders like you make a racket. You'll frighten the animals again. What do you mean by again? You've been persistent. However, I'm afraid you're about to hit the mat. You said again just now. Did something happen earlier? To frighten the animals. Ah! Damn it! How could I have gotten sucker punched like that? Yeah. There was this great scream back then. It startled the animals. Dang! I would never have lost in a real ring. Checkmate. Logic chess complete! I think we're gonna have to stop there. As soon as he says something, and then I will finish it. I believe this proves that you do know something about the case, and we will find that out in the next video. Sorry for being a little flabbergasted at the beginning, but I'll try to do my best the next time around. It actually has been a while since I actually went back on this game in particular, so see you!